Derek, you're the publisher and the CEO of Civilized.Life, which is a brand new.
Yeah. Well, we're actually 3 years old. We began publishing in September of 2015, so we've really been at the forefront of the cannabis media industry for almost 3 years now.
Wow.
We speak to 2.2 million North Americans who choose cannabis as a healthy part of a balanced lifestyle.
Well, I can say I count myself among them.
Me too.
All right. Where are you based?
We have an office in Venice, in West Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
But we're a Canadian company. Our home office, we're proud to say, is in St. John, New Brunswick, on Canada's East Coast.
Ooh, 1 foot in the east, 1 foot in the south, 1 foot in the west, 1 foot in the north.
Yes, bicoastal and bicultural, because they're completely the opposite.
Ooh, that's borders on titillating for other reasons. But so tell me, what is the theme? What is the coverage? What is it that you're looking to explore thematically as a magazine?
Yeah.
As a lifestyle?
Yeah. Well, look, people have been living in the cannabis closet for years and years, and now governments are giving people the legal ability to enjoy cannabis, but we're really working on the social license. For far too long, cannabis culture has really been confined to the stereotypes. You know, if you consume cannabis, you're a stoner, you're a slacker. When in reality, we know the picture is much broader than that, but these people have been in the cannabis closet. So we treat cannabis, we always have treated cannabis like it's a post-prohibition substance to talk about. From day one, we've approached it that way. So we consider it cannabis information for grown-ups.
Sure. So what do you do in Venice that you do differently in New Brunswick?
Well, I wear my shorts in January in Venice. I don't wear my shorts in January in New Brunswick. Look, both of those communities play a vital role to what we do. The mindset in New Brunswick, Canada, is inexplicably different from that in Los Angeles, and that kind of keeps us honest because our readers are everywhere. They're in big cities, they're in small cities, they're in the Midwest, in the flyover states. So it really, the thing that I value the most about the two locations that we live and work in is that it keeps us grounded with those communities and it keeps us connected to the different facets of cannabis culture.
Sure. Is there a difference between the culture in cannabis in the southwestern United States versus northeastern Canada and all parts in between, or is it more or less uniform?
No, it's radically different, not just in those two locations, but state to state, and sometimes county by county in certain states. California has had recreational cannabis since 1996, medical cannabis since 1996, but it really masked a rec market. It's pretty easy to get a medical recommendation there.
Right.
So it's very evolved. The products, the attitudes. Before Prop 64 passed in California and cannabis became legal last January, we used to say you could smell cannabis from time to time in California. Now it's what California smells like.
Right.
So it's much more advanced than most environments in the
Sure. Okay, so what are the effects, besides the obvious, that cannabis has had on culture generally and particularly on youth?
Look, for me, my personal cannabis story was, I did my field trials when I was in college, kind of left it alone and went to work in the advertising world, which is a real drinking culture. Right. Let's go for a beer, let's get a drink after work. It certainly, even though it had some creative arts, it wasn't a full-on cannabis-friendly environment. Fast forward to my mid-30s. My wife Terry and I had a couple of small kids at that point, and I'm from New Brunswick. Friday night and Saturday night means a couple of beers with the boys, and with family and friends. And in my mid-30s, that became a little too hard. A couple of beers on Friday and Saturday night made it awful hard to be up and be present with my children on Saturday and Sunday mornings. So it was a fellow father friend of mine who said, "Why don't you try cannabis instead?" And gradually, I'm somebody who now I'm a weekend warrior on cannabis. And I rarely drink. I don't like hangovers, and I certainly don't like empty calories and sugar.
Cool. What does the human resource infrastructure look like at Civilized? What do you have? Writers, photographers, videographers?
Yes.
You have people who go out and test the product in the field? Where do you draw the line? What don't you do? What don't you cover?
Look, we've got our whole suite of administrative people, and our editorial leadership comes out of Los Angeles, but a lot of the written product comes out of New Brunswick, and we use freelancers from across North America. So we have 20 in total right now. And I believe there was 20 new job postings that went up earlier today. So
Oh, really?
We're growing.
I might have to look that up.
I don't know if we can afford it.
That's a good attitude. Thanks very much, Derek.